Hey, drive safe, Dave. Good morning to you. Kind of remotish again, but means we must have some breaking weather. How you doing this morning, sir?
I'm doing well. I'm bright and lit up for safety. And
Oh,
I plugged this sweater in last night so that it would be ready to go all day.
Good morning, everyone. As weather continues to be a major story going on right now, I just want to jump into that and want to take a look at what's going on with the weather across the nation. Hey, we're going to start up in the Northeast, and that's where we're seeing the major issues going on. In this morning's weather map, we got the precipitation looking a little bit different. So if you're seeing it in white, if any of the states are in white, that's where we're seeing the major snowfall, and that's where the snow and the major issues are going.
Welcome back to BCB Live, safest station in the nation. We appreciate those updates, Drive Safe Dave. When we look at the weather up here, it's important that we practice those patience. We heard it from Dale right there, and we break into the weather early in the morning when it's something like what we have going on. It is bad up in that New England states, a lot of ice. We heard it yesterday from one of our drivers on the show saying, hey, it is slick up here. I had a video sent in, and it was even some trucks that were just sliding. They were stopped, Drive Safe Dave, and just sliding into the cars on the interstate. It is so critical to be safe and to not even get on the road there. There's nothing worse than getting into an accident. There's nothing worse than breaking a streak when you're parked and you slide into a car. Welcome back to BCB Live. You know what? We got some bright colors going on here. We got bright blue, bright orange, bright yellow. Is there any doubt that this is the safest station in the nation? One of the most important things is that pre-trip. It gives you that opportunity to find what's wrong. And when you get into that accident and you didn't do the pre-trip, let me tell you something. All they're going to do is say, that's something you could have seen. But let me go this way too, Dave. If you get into that accident, and just any kind of accident, and they look at your log and you did a pre-trip, okay? You did a pre-trip 15 minutes ago, and now you got into an accident, and that tire's bald. The brakes are still jacked up. The lights aren't working. You can have it on your book, but if you really don't do it, it's, you can't just put it on your clock on your thing and wait 15 minutes, say, pre-trip completed. You've actually got to take the steps around it. And Dave, I'm going to ask you this. And if you see your tires or it's flat, it's off the rim, it's the tread's coming off, whatever it is. I mean, you got to stop. You got to get it fixed, right? You can't just see it and say all is good. If something's jacked up on that pre-trip, you got to fix it. You can't leave until it is.
And you have to notate it by law under the regulations, the rules and regulations of the FMCSA.
But I'm going to lose time. I'm only going an hour, Dave. I got 35 minutes to go before my delivery. Yeah, what difference does it make if my brakes? I mean, look, I'll get it fixed after I do it.
Because it's a lot easier to get it fixed on your time before you start the trip than when you're sitting on the side of the road or after you've been involved in an accident. This first one here, we talk a little bit about patience. Video starts with driver going through a yellow light. I don't know if we caught that right at the very beginning. He actually is going through a yellow light, but then he's in a hurry and gets really close to that vehicle before he turns. If we slow down just a little bit, give him that room. What if that vehicle says, I'm in the wrong area, and hits his brakes and stops?
Yeah,
we're there.
Yeah, so let's look at this from this side, Dave. If we stop at that yellow line, we're prepared to stop. This doesn't happen right here as well. So we go through a yellow light. We run the yellow light. We're not prepared to stop. And now we're not slowing down. Speed limit's 55. We're probably going 55, 50. Who cares? But we've got to recognize that we're getting too close to this vehicle here. This is a dangerous video right here.
There's so much about this.
Yes.
There's so many things about this video. Can you imagine looking down for a second?
Look at the mirror right now. He's got people to the left.
Yeah.
Right? Car's stopping down the front. I don't know what he's stopping for, but this is just a bad situation.
Just think if you were not paying attention, right? If you were distracted.
There you go. Yeah.
I mean, you're going to rear in this car.
1 second. If you're not paying attention for a second in this, even when you're paying attention right now, it's still hard to see. I can't see him. Where's the brake lights coming on, Dave?
You know what? I would have to look at it closely, but I think he's got his foot on the brake, but I don't see the top brake.
Last video, this one is really, space is so important, and it allows for us to start slowing down and watching what's going on ahead of
1001,
us. This
yeah, we're too
space,
close.
because the traffic starts slowing down, we don't have an out instead of a quick lane change, and now we see traffic starting to go to the side of the road. And actually, what it is there's a chain link fence laying in the middle of the road. We talk about debris, that you can't see, big picture, and that's what this traffic is slowing
Where is
down.
is this
for.
in Louisiana? Where is this at? And I mean, where else do you have dips in the road on a highway?
Denison, Texas.
Louisiana.
Denison, Texas.
All over.
This
It's
is,
probably.
this
East
is
Texas.
horrible.
This is, yeah,
Look at these roads.
This could be 45. I don't know where this is.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and so like I said, just goes to show how important that
Infrastructure.
space is.
Somebody forward this video to the infrastructure, committee. Are you kidding me? Is this road really a highway? I mean, is it, Dave? This is insane.
Yeah.
Look at this road. We'll
Yeah.
talk about the rest in a minute. Look at this road.
What
I
is
mean,
it? I was looking-
infrastructure bill.